Hey ladies, please go ahead, like this video, subscribe, and join my mailing list so you can have access to the Sugar Lady Academy. This is where you go to receive spiritual downloads and transmissions from my dark feminine brain into your brain so you can build new neural pathways and gain a whole new way of looking at men, at looking at money, and looking at your life so you can live your sweetest life possible.
Hey ladies, I want to talk about manifesting again and financial insecurity and manifesting styles. I made another video about this, but I want to talk a little bit more about it. I want to give you an example of a young lady I know. She's a coaching client. I have her permission to talk about this. She works as an adult entertainer. She's a dancer in a club. And she has been repetitively doing the same thing over and over. And it's still not working. This is what she's been asking for coaching around. She uses all of the money she makes very quickly to buy luxury things, to go on luxury trips, to live this very high-end, high-quality, beautiful lifestyle right now. And while she's doing it, it feels great. She's even bought herself a car that costs around $100,000. She has given me permission to talk about this. She is several months behind on her car payment right now. She lives under a lot of stress. She was recently evicted from her apartment and had to go and live with some other people. She has a lot of financial stress. And while she's under this financial stress, her manifesting powers become very limited. When she wasn't under financial stress, she would go to a club, she would work, and she was feeling light and feminine and fluffy and smiling and just, authentically, genuinely in a really good mood, very open to receiving the masculine provider men that would go there to give her their money. When she's in this stressed out state where the car's about to get repossessed, she no longer can live in her own place anymore. She has to room with other people, and she has all of these debts and all of this stress. When she goes to the club now, what happens is she's vibrating on a yucky frequency. She's not light and happy and feminine and fun and flirty. She's more throwing off a desperate vibe. She doesn't want to sit there and chat much with customers. She just wants to kind of, go to one and then go to another and, just go from one to the next to see who's going to give her money. She's not as friendly and just fun as she was before. And because of that, the men are they're not really attracted to her the way they used to be. Back before she had all these financial problems, men would come in and yes, she's physically very beautiful, but what they also really liked about her was her personality. She would stop and chat for 5 or 10 minutes. And if the guy didn't want to go in the back room, she would be like, it was so nice meeting you. I'm going to go and walk around now and, try to talk to some other people. If you change your mind, I'm here. You can just, wave me over and we can go in the back whenever you're ready, sweetie, whenever you're ready. She would talk to them like that. And people really liked that about her. They thought she was very pretty and very nice, and they loved her personality. And she would kind of, give people the time of day, and she didn't need to act fake. And now, because she's under so much stress, she's not really interested in sitting and chatting with people. She gets irritated very, very quickly when men are not giving her money as soon as she wants it because she's in desperation mode. And it's making her less attractive. It's making her less feminine. It's making her just less desirable to be around. And men, yes, they're looking at her and saying, wow, she's physically attractive, but she doesn't have the kind of spirit that I want to spend a whole hour in the champagne room with. She's not really smiling. And when she does smile, it's a fake smile. It's like a forced fake smile that she's putting on now. And men can sense these things. So what has happened with her, because her manifestation style is not debt, for some women, they can go into debt because they full well know that debt is going to light a little fire under their butt. It's going to make them manifest more. It's going to make them maybe go to work a few more days a week than they were trying to. Maybe it's going to motivate them to, go to the gym a little bit more, to eat healthier because, they know it's go time, right? And all of those actions and all of those changes will make them go and do the things they need to do to get more money. Okay. This works for some women. For other women, it does not. It puts them into the state that this young lady is in right now. And she's in a jam. Of course, she can get herself out. That's what we're working on right now currently. But because debt is not her manifestation style, it actually has the reverse effect. Not only does she get the debt, she ends up losing the things that she worked very hard for, the apartment and the car. And now she really doesn't even want to go to work. She doesn't want to deal with the men. She doesn't want to do any of these things. And it's making her eat more. It's making her eat less healthy food. She's not sleeping well. Therefore, she's not getting up in time to go to the gym. It's just a whole chain reaction for her. So for her personality type, debt does not work. For other women, debt can be very motivating for them and can actually help them create more wealth and more abundance. I just wanted to give you that little example there. And, you can start thinking about yourself and think back to your past and under what circumstances did you manifest? For some people, debt and having that, that little bit of being afraid actually helps them. I can do it both ways. I'm far more comfortable when I do everything without using debt. But I did go back and think of some times in my life where I used debt and it did work out for me. I was just afraid all the way through. But I was able to get what I needed for myself. And I think a lot of what I did manifest for myself wasn't actual just, plain manifestation. It just got my ass in gear and got me into my masculine self-aware Barbie mode where I just hustled and got it done. And there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, that helps too if that's what you need to do. I prefer more of the effortless type manifestation. That's what I'm working on, learning how to do right now. And I tend to do that best inside of the safe financial container I've made for myself. There's also a drawback to that too. Okay. When I'm feeling too safe, I also get lazy. And then I can sabotage what I've created for myself by just being too feminine and not keeping the structures in place. So I think everything has its pros and its cons. And I think it's really a balancing act in life to get to know yourself, get to know your manifesting style, get to see what works for you. And also know that you can switch it up at any time because it's your life and you're not married to any specific manifesting style. You can give it to yourself and take it away. You can do it and not do it whenever you want. Maybe at different points in your life, you need to use different manifestation styles depending on your situation. So go out there, live your life, do what you need to do, and try things in different ways. It's your life. And it's up to you to create the sweetest life for yourself as possible. Talk to you later. Bye for now.